Is counting calories harder than you thought it would be? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to share with you two ways you can start reducing your calories and losing weight right away. And hey, in case you don't know me, my name is Jason Chaney. So let's go ahead and dig into today's topic. So when it comes to counting calories, it's not the easiest thing we to do. And a lot of times we think like, oh, let me just reduce the calories here and there. But there's a lot of things in our normal day-to-day life that have a bunch of empty calories. So this is how you actually really start counting calories. You gotta focus on where are those empty calories that you're getting in each and every day. And what I mean by empty calories, these are the calories where you consume them. It's nothing but caloric dense. There's no nutrition with it. There's no fiber with it. It has nothing else to benefit but calories. There's no benefit from it but calories. So this can be one of the toughest things to start figuring out. And if you don't know your food home, it can be very difficult because you're not sure where you're actually getting in these different foods at. So just to start it out, the first one where you want to look is you want to start looking at your fats. And what I mean by your fats is look at your saturated fats. So look at where you're getting your oil, or you're using butter, or you're doing things like that. Even if you're using a vegan butter, it's still a calorie dense thing. So one of the things that I recommend to clients is stop all the oil. Cut out all the excess oil, especially when you're in the first stages of trying to lose your weight, because once you start taking off those extra calories, the weight just start melting off. And that's one of the beautiful things about it. Another thing with oil is we don't measure oil. Like never have I, when I used to fry stuff, even today if I fry some things in the air fryer, I never measured oil. And what I mean by that is a lot of times we just eyeball it. We just like, oh, okay, that looks like enough to fry whatever I need. And think about it. 1 tablespoon of oil has 119 calories. On the average person fries with about a cup to 2 cups of cooking oil. So we're talking about 2 to 4,000 calories, and we still don't know after you use oil what happens after that. Like, is that calorie any good? Is it even more toxic for you? Like, there's a lot of science that just haven't been or done around oil. And so you really want to be careful for it. And that's why I just recommend clients, when you're first trying to start out losing weight, just cut it out. If you can't cut it out, buy an air fryer and literally just measure the tablespoon each time. You'll still get perfectly fried and crunchy food. I'm a texture junkie, so trust me, I'm all about my texture. And so the second thing you want to do is a lot of times we have a lot of calorie dense items coming into our diet is actually dealing with what we drink. So like if you're drinking a lot of soda, or if you're drinking a lot of fruit drinks, like hear me correctly, not fruit juice. There's a difference between labeling in fruit juice and fruit drink. A fruit drink is all chemicals and calories. It's nothing in there. It may have 1% of fruit juice or something. Like, you have to be very careful where you're starting to drink these caloric dense drinks such as soda. Like soda has no nutritional value whatsoever. I was reading a book by Dr. Garth Brooks called Proteinaholic, and he talked about how there was over 119 case studies of soda. There was not one study that said soda was harmful or bad. All the studies had positive results for soda. And let's just be honest. I used to drink soda a lot back in the day, and I never got any health benefits from it. I can tell you from my personal experience, soda was not beneficial for my health. It wasn't beneficial for my diet. It wasn't beneficial for my goals that I wanted to achieve. So you want to be very careful where you're getting in these caloric dense beverages, especially when it's soda or fruit drinks. So like really watch it and read the label, because there's a lot of things that they can put on labels and it doesn't mean that it's true. And unfortunately, we still have a whole system that we have to advance to where we can start getting accurate labeling, truthful labeling, and to where you can just buy something and know like, okay, this is what's going to be in it, and it's not full of extra junk because of subsidy programs and things like that. So you want to start watching your fats, especially your saturated fats. So this means start watching your oil. If you can, get rid of the oil. Just just get rid of it. If you want to lose the weight, get rid of the oil. If you can't get rid of the oil, you say, hey, Jason, I still need those fried foods. I got to have my French fries or something like that. Then get you an air fryer. There's a lot of healthier devices out here that you can use, and it uses a lot less oil. Like I say, with an air fryer, you can fry just about anything with less than a tablespoon of oil. So we're talking about, exactly, it's just 119 calories you're getting in. And then you want to make sure you start watching the beverages that you're drinking, especially if it's soda or if it's fruit drinks, things like that. You have to be very careful because they have a lot of added sugars, a lot of added chemicals, and a lot of times these things are not natural and real. So really think about it. Do you want to just be drinking a bunch of chemical soup, or do you want to drink real fruit drinks, smoothies, things like that? And so if you like this, and if you've been thinking about probably taking a plunge, going vegan, you've been like, oh, I've been worried about it. I just don't know what to do. There's no one here to help me. Well, don't worry. I put together a free ebook for you. Just click the link up above. You can click on that and grab it. It breaks down a lot of the myths of being vegan. It also breaks down the truths about it. Like, it lets you know that a vegan diet is nothing more than a compassion diet. It's meaning no cruelty to animals and things like that. Now you can go to different levels of veganism. You can go into whole food, plant-based, things like that, and then start talking about that. And it also debunks a bunch of the myths, such as like, oh, for men, like you can't put on weight, you can't grow muscles as a vegan. It shows a bunch of different actual professional athletes who live a vegan lifestyle every day, and how they have still been maintaining a high peak performance as an athlete, and how they're able to still live a healthy life. Like, really think about that. If high-level athletes can do this and they're thriving, so can you. So if you want that, just go ahead and just click the link up above. If you do like this information, just go ahead and hit that like button. If you know someone that's been struggling and they've been really trying to figure out how to count calories, what they can do, and they just been depressed or just feel like they just can't lose weight, go ahead and share this video to them, because this is why I do this 5 days a week. It's because I remember what it felt like when I felt like there was no hope, that there was no way that I could be able to get better. There was no way I could feel better. There was no way I could be healthier. I remember what that felt like, and I don't want anybody else to feel like they have to go through that alone. That's why I'm doing this. This is my mission in my life now. And so if you know someone who is feeling like they need help with losing weight, or if they just don't know where to start, just go ahead and share this video to them, so that way they can start seeing some of the information. And remember, it takes a community for us to help one another. Like one of the old sayings that I used to love hearing when I was growing up, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village of us to become healthier. Like, it takes us to do this together. It's not just one person. Not just one person can do this on their own. So hope you got value from this. Hope you liked it. Just make sure you hit the like button. Also, like I said, if you know someone who could use this information, just share it to them. You can share it across any social media platform. And have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay supercharged.